Hey Faina, it's Mike. In this tutorial I'm going to sort of show you what I mean by high resolution images. The images don't need to be high resolution for your site, so you're probably going to end up taking pictures with your digital camera that are, anywhere from 2 to 5 megapixels in size. You don't really need images that large to put on your website. You'll probably do just fine with the full-size images that are about 800 by 600 pixels. So what I like to do is I pull my pictures into Picasa, and you can get Picasa if you don't have it. It's a free download at picasa.com, Picasa, and there's the title right up there. So when you open up Picasa and you look at one of your folders that you have your images in, so here's a folder, just to give you an example. So I've got a folder with my full resolution images, and I want to start making my web-friendly images. So I'll click on one of my images, and if I want to crop it, I can crop it. If I don't want to crop it, and if I like the picture the way that it is, I can just export it as an 800 by 600 picture. So let's just go through a few of these. So for example, let's say I wanted to crop this peacock. I wanted to make it a more focused on the peacock. So I can hit the crop button here. It was right up at the top. Let me just show you where that is again. Let me double click on the peacock. It brings up the editing area, and crop is going to be right up here at the top left. And now I can choose what size I want. And right now it's 4 by 6, which is a good size. If you can do a square picture, that makes a lot of sense since your thumbnails are going to be square anyway. So I'm going to choose a square picture here. And now I'm just going to click and drag where I want my crop marks to be. And then I say apply. And that's it for this picture. So I can just keep going. Oh, this one needs to be turned around. And same thing. So I'll crop, and it's going to hold the last size that you chose. So this one's going to be a square also. So let's see. I'll choose a square here and apply. So, it's still a big picture. It's 2.8 megs. You can see the information down at the bottom here. So the image title, the date that it was taken, how many pixels it is. This one's 2083 by 2082, and how many megabytes it is. Alright, so now I've got a few pictures that I want to export to be sort of web friendly. So let's go back to the library. That's the very top button on the left. And so I'll choose this fountain picture, and now I can hit Command on the Mac or Control on the PC. Click will select the images that you want. So I'm just doing Command click on the Mac, Control click on the PC, and it'll choose all the images. So now you can see that they're highlighted in blue. So all of these are in blue, and these are the ones that are going to be exported. You can see a blue rim around each of these pictures. So now I want to export these to web quality, and that's very easy to do in Picasa. I'll just go to the Picasa up on top. I'm sorry, the file up on top, the file menu, and under File you'll go to Export Picture to Folder, and it will leave the pictures that you have intact, and it'll just export the copy of the picture. So I can export this to wherever I would like. I'm going to put this right on my desktop, and I'll call this Examples. And okay, so I'm creating this folder called Examples, and now it's going to ask me what size. If I use the original size, it's just going to be those large images. Instead, let me resize them. And I'm going to resize them to 800 pixels is probably going to be good enough. And we can play with that if you want bigger images, but I think 800 pixels is going to be very good for you. And that's it. If you wanted a watermark, you could add a watermark that says designed by Faina, whatever you want. And I can show you how to do that if that's interesting to you. And then I hit export, and it's going to export those images that I chose. And now you'll notice here they are. and the size is 800 by 600. And this size is 800 by 800 because if you remember we cut that one square. And this one is also 800 by 800. And that's how you would sort of make your high resolution 2 or 3 or 4 megapixel image into something that's manageable on the web. So this is only 349K, which is going to be perfectly acceptable for the web. And so now those are the images that you will upload when you go to your dashboard and you go to media and you hit add new. Then you would go ahead, select those files, and it was on the desktop under examples, I think I put it. Let's see, I got a lot of files here. Right, so examples, and then I could just choose all of these, and again I'm just clicking and shift clicking at the bottom to select them all. And then I hit open. And that's it. Now all of those images are there. And if I click on edit, it will show me all the information about that image. And now I can edit the image. You'll see the edit image down at the bottom here. And this is where I can do things like crop the image or find out where that thumbnail actually resides, right? So if I, depending on what browser you're using, I like Firefox, but if you right-click on the thumbnail, you can view the image, and it'll show you exactly what size that image is and what the URL for the image is to paste into the database. Or, let's go back to Edit Image. I can right-click and copy image location in Firefox, and that I can paste directly into the form that I created for you, so that you can you don't need to view the image and then copy that URL and then paste the image. So you just copy the image location, and then you go to the form and you paste it into where the form asks you for the thumbnail. You can do the same thing with the full-size image in the same way. So if I go back to that image, so you see this is not looking at the full-size image. So let me go back to the image. So I go back to that image, and now I right-click on the image, and I can do the same thing. I can copy that image location. And now if I paste it, then that's going to be the full-size image. So there you go. And that's the one that you want to put into the high-resolution or full-size image field in the form. And that's basically it. Let me know if I can give you a tutorial on anything else, and also if you know which fields you need added to the form, let me know and I can add those. Alright, that's it for today. Have a good day.